Hello and welcome back to the Cove with more Talented. Well, today we are trying out something very new. We have the Alchemist. Yes, we managed to get past Mastery level 15, which has now unlocked our final class. So we apparently craft powerful potion abilities that devastate enemies, but they only last so long. So, ingredients is our new thing. Forage ingredients on the talent tree and turn them into potion abilities. Alright, well, seems a little bit peculiar, but we will give it a shot. Now, we're definitely not going for level 17 just yet. That is going to be way too crazy for a level 1 class. Let's go ahead and knock this down to number 5. Alright, so what is our core talent choice? We have Astral Wave, fire a wave that deals 2 damage and passes through enemies. It then returns to you dealing 5 more damage. Okay. Oh, and apparently that says Bubble Bloom and Mage Leaf. Okay. And then over here we have Flaming Lance. Fire Lance that deals 2 damage. It then sticks in the ground and explodes when hit, applying burning to nearby enemies. Okay, so there's Lance, Blood Thistle, and Cinder Root. Okay, interesting. You know what? Let's just go with the basic one for now, the one that already comes preloaded, and we'll see what that does. I have no idea how good or bad this will be. It looks like we've got 12 uses of it. I'm not really sure what that does for us. I don't know what our basic attack is meant to be. It's kind of like a, I don't know, some kind of funky wave, or I'm not really sure. Also too, I do wonder whether these new abilities of ours will be for, will consume certain things of ours, certain, what do we call them again? Ingredients. Yeah, so depending on what we've got stockpiled, we may have a little bit of trouble using different abilities. But again, I'm not sure. We've never tried this before, so at least now we can look at the talent tree and see what happens. So, Lodges will appear, no big deal there. Ability power up. Oh, actually, you know, let's go through the stats. That's a good idea before we dive into anything. Damage for the basic attack, no surprises there. Attack delay, so we've got a relatively fast start, but again, not super damaging. Range is 2.75. Cooldown reduction, okay, maximum of 90%. Ability damage, the damage multiplier applied to your abilities and then XP as well. Alright, well, oh, actually, it looks like we've got one over here. Abundance. Whenever you craft a potion, it gains 5 additional charges. Tempting. Though I think we're going to go for the XP early. That seems like a good plan. And then, what is this? A D6. Okay, so we have one more talent point. I think, let's just go ahead and pick up a little bit of health. Yeah, I think we go ahead and do that. That way we can work towards the abundance and we can work our way up over there. Yeah. Alright, well, still, early days. Still not sure what the best choices are, but we will see. Alright, so we can go ahead and hit them. At least we can deal with the small ones relatively easily. We don't have a huge amount of knockback, which is a bit of a pity. But it does look like we can handle most things. That Lodge we might need to... Ooh, actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and use our new ability there. Yeah, okay, so you know what? We're feeling a little soft and squishy here. Oop. And I don't know. Okay, we did manage to survive. Okay, well, we'll see if that helps. Alright, talent points, 5 of them. Enemies get more movement speed. That is a concern. Alright, whenever we craft a potion, is that... use your herbs to craft potions. Okay, so we don't really need this until we go for that. Let's go for the basics, though. Make sure we have that available. Go ahead and pick up these, and then let's go for some attack speed. Ooh, and what's this? Revitalize. Whenever you use a potion ability, you gain 8% ability power until the end of the night, up to a maximum of 80%. Huh. Okay. Yeah, and then what have we got here? Yeah, foraging. So collect 2 random ingredients that can be used to craft potions. Alright then, well, I guess we're gonna see how that all works. Yeah. Alright, oh, and it does appear that our ability that we started with is down to 10 more uses, so I'm definitely thinking that we're going to have limited supply there. You know, let's quickly go ahead and fire that off, make sure that we deal with all of them. Oh, let's see if we can knock them back. Yeah, and unfortunately it does seem that our ability doesn't deal a huge amount of... it doesn't have a huge amount of range, which makes it very, very awkward dealing with some of these bigger threats. Oh, let's quickly deal with them. Alright. Alright, I feel like we're getting a slightly better control over this fellow. Yeah, still not really too sure, but again, we'll figure it out. Fortitude, enemies have 25% more health, 6 health points. Alright, well, let's go ahead and pick up Revitalize. And then, what is this? Whenever you craft a potion. Well, you know what? We may end up doing that, so let's pick this up ahead of time. Let's go ahead and forage some more miscellaneous things. It looks like Blood Thistle and Mage Leaf. Let's go ahead and craft a potion. Yeah, that way we can at least get towards that D6. Yeah, alright, let's go ahead and see what that does. So, we have... Oh, choose a recipe. Let's do some of this. Oh, what's this do? Energy Bolt. Okay, fire a bolt that deals 7 damage. Interesting. If we add Mage Leaf, that would be Sage's Lance. Let's see, fire 1. Lance that pierces enemies, each dealing 3, 6 into the ground, maximum of 10. If we get rid of this, an Energy Bolt... It costs us 2, which we do have enough of. Click here to add it to a recipe. Alright, let's see what happens if we add a second one in. Oh, rendings... Oh, actually, you know what? Let's just go ahead and spend all of that. What have we got here? Rending Sage's Lance of Focus. Oh, okay, so... Fire 1. Lance that pierces enemies, each deals 3 and 6 into the ground. Impaling. When this ability kills an enemy, grant an additional 50% XP. And Focus. Huh. Okay, does that still do the same? You know, let's just go ahead and use everything that we've got. I think that seems like a pretty decent ability. Yeah, a little bit of extra damage and a little bit of extra XP early on will be very nice. So let's go ahead and craft that and then bail. And then let's go ahead and collect a few more bits and bobs. And then what have we got here? Glacial Sigil. Killing 15 enemies creates a frost rune that explodes 2 times, dealing 1 damage, and applies frostbite. Okay. Well, I guess we'll have to see how this all works. Alright, and we get 20 uses of that new ability we've picked up too, which should be pretty good because that means we will get a good amount of use from that. Let's quickly go ahead and fire that off. Oop, okay, we may have needed to deal with that slightly better than we did. But alas and alack, here we are. Let's quickly deal with all of you. Come on, quickly return. I don't know if that's going to do much. Yeah, okay, so we're definitely going to be burning through abilities fairly quickly, it seems. Yeah, extra knockback wouldn't go astray either. Oh well. Let's see how it goes. 5 talent points. Enemies have a better chance of being elite. Let's pick up the XP, that D6. Abundance. 5 more charges. Learn a random alchemy talent somewhere on the tree. Mystery. Gummy bear collection. Enemies have a 3% chance to drop a gummy bear, granting 10% ability till the end of night. Potions. Every 4 seconds you throw a flask in a random direction that deals 3 damage. This talent creates throwing weapons, yeah. Alright, well, you know, we've got a couple of choices. Let's pick up... Alright, and Infernal Sigil as well. Killing 15 enemies creates a fiery rune. Huh. Okay, well, you know what? We don't need the chef's hat just yet. Let's go ahead and pick up... Let's pick up these two. Both of those could be rather handy. And we'll see if they get us any further through our... through the night. Alright, let's quickly deal with them. Looks like that little flask that we're throwing is certainly helping out already. Very nice to have that up and running. Alright, let's see if we can quickly throw that out. We have got those 15 kills, so we are doing some damage. Oh, let's quickly go ahead and impale all of them. Try and get a little bit of extra damage. Let's see. Oh, no, that's not quite working out as well as I would want. Let's see. I think we'll be okay, so we're not going to bother using any more abilities. Yeah, tempting. Alright, we'll figure out something. 5 more crawlies will appear. Okay, well, we know those spiders fairly well. We'll go ahead and learn the mystery, which is revitalized. That's not bad. We'll pick up the gummy bear. Extra power's never a bad thing. And then... you know what? Maybe we just roll the dice. Although I don't want to waste it over here. Yeah, you know what? Maybe we just wait until we've done these ones. So let's go 1, 2, and 3. Increases our attack speed, increases our XP and HP. Yeah, all decent things, I suppose. Alright, but either way, let us see what this next night brings. Now, I do believe we have spiders in the mix. Yeah, they are here. Hopefully that shouldn't be anything too serious. Oh, let's go ahead and quickly deal with them. Yeah, I think we're doing okay. I don't know about these sigils. I thought that they might have done a little bit of damage, but I think I may have been mistaken there. I thought they were supposed to do something for us, but it doesn't appear so. Alright, come on. Let's quickly deal with these. Yeah, hopefully we can keep everybody else at bay. I think we're doing okay. Yeah, we've already made it through to the end of the night, more or less. We should be able to burn our way through these guys, and then, yeah, we just have one final gorge. Again, I'm not seeing anything from those sigils, so I'm not 100% sure what they're actually doing. Alright, 5 talent points, enemies receiving less knockback. I guess that's not the worst. Let's pick up that infernal, the foraging, and... wait, no, let's pick up that extra XP since we're here. And then... health and more sigils? Sure. Yeah, and then we can start crafting soon. Yeah, and then we might be able to try and explore, because what is this? Random alchemy talent. It doesn't say anything about it being rare, which I was kind of hoping it was. But, oh well, I guess we'll find out exactly where it sends us at the end of, well, the next night. Alright, so what have we got here? Let's focus on the little guys. Alright, of course, those spiders do take a little bit of attention. Yeah, I'm very much ready for it to only take a single hit to kill them, but it is definitely not that easy to do. Let's go ahead and... oh dear. Let's quickly go ahead. We got hit. Alright, that's my bad there. We definitely should have done better. Yeah, that's definitely my fault. But we should be okay. Let's quickly go ahead and impale all of them. Yeah, definitely losing out on some talent points that would have been appreciated. But you know what? At least we survived, so it could be worse. Alright, 5 talent points. Enemies have a better chance of being elite. Let's go ahead and... do we just roll the dice now? You know what? Alchemy talent could be useful going into this. Yeah, let's go ahead and try that out. Alright, where does that... oh, craft a potion elsewhere. Okay. Mage Leaf. Cinder Root. Flame Bolt, 7 damage, pierces, that's not bad. So I don't mind that. And then, what else have we got? We don't have one of everything, so, oh no, this is... Ah, actually we do have one of everything. Okay, so you know what? What would happen if we crafted all 4 together? Volatile Glacial Lance of Focus. Fire a lance that deals 3 damage, then sticks in the ground and explodes, applying frostbite. Let's see. Focus. Cooldown is reduced by 50%. Volatile has a 50% chance of critical damage. And frostbite for movement speed. Alright. Yeah, we just need to figure out exactly what we're putting together. Expanding Glacial Lance. I think I kind of like the fire one if... yeah, Flaming Lance. Here we go. Yeah, so dealing a little bit more damage. Explodes, dealing damage. Yeah, I think a second chance of activation is probably worthwhile. Let's go ahead and craft that. And then... do we go ahead and see about making something else? Another Astral Wave? Oh, actually, you know what? That's what this is. Yeah, and we're almost burned out. So, you know what? Let's go ahead and craft a second one of those. Oh, okay. So, it doesn't actually take up the final slot. I thought that, yeah, we were going to end up using this until we had run out of the other. You know, sort of doubling up. But I guess that's not the case. And then... well, then if that's... oh, let's pick up the mystery. Let's pick up the... oh, we should probably pick up a few more things. Yeah, bonus damage to enemies. Let's forage a few more things just in case we get another... what do we call it? Creation choice. 5% attack speed. Let's just go with the chef's hat and see where that takes us. Alright, so we have Cinder Root for 8 damage. If we double it up... ooh, Blaze Nova. Okay, hang on. Deal 3 damage to all enemies and apply burning. If the enemy is already burning, trigger the burning explosion. Ooh. Fancy pants. You know what? Yeah. Let's go ahead and craft that. That seems like a little bit of fun. Alright, so let's go ahead and dive into the next night and see where that takes us. Alright, so I think one of our keys is that we definitely want to go ahead and fire off our abilities quite frequently. I think that's probably going to be one of the best things for us. It does look like we fired a second shot of the... what do we call it? I can't think. The first one, the Astral Wave or whatever they called it. Yeah, it's very odd. I thought that was only a single thing, but I guess we're firing off 2 little waves. Either that or maybe we're timing it well with our basic attack and that's what's catching us. Yeah, okay, so you know, we'll try out our glacial thing. We'll slow everybody. And then let's just deal with everybody who's left. Yeah, okay, so I think we're just going to have to keep on burning through our abilities relatively quickly. I feel like that's the way that this guy is meant to be played. It's less about the attacks and more about the, yeah, more about the abilities. Alright, no, it goes for 5 seconds longer, 5 talent points. Let's see, extra potion power? Yeah, you know what, that seems good enough. We'll also pick up the XP boost. And then, what was over here? More glacial sigils. More crafting. Let's try... what are we after? You know what? More foraging. Ooh, potions. Every 4 seconds you throw a flask in a random direction. Sure, that seems like a handy thing to have. And then we've also found the Artisan. Whenever you learn an alchemy talent, you permanently gain 20% ability power. Ooh, okay, well, I know where we want to go. Yeah, that's going to be quite nice. Alright, well, let's deal with you guys. I do think that we should be throwing 2 flasks now. Yeah, it does look like we're throwing multiple flasks at the same time, which is a nice thing. Let's quickly go ahead and deal with them. Looks like there's a gummy bear. Let's quickly go ahead and use that extra pierce. See if we can get some bonus XP. You know what? Let's go ahead and do that again. Again, more talent points early on, the better. So I think we should try and spam our second ability. Or at least use it a bit more frequently. Make sure that we're getting a good amount of use out of that. Let's see, anything else we can do? You know, let's just quickly fire that off and make sure that we keep them at bay. And I think after that fly, we should pretty much be set until the end of the night. Alright. Well, 6 talent points, more chance to be elites, that's fine. Let's go ahead and... I think we just zip our way up over here. Yeah, I don't... Oh, the attack speed does go over. But you know what? We're going for the XP because that's always fun. It does tie us around. I think it costs us a little bit extra, but again, I think that's worthwhile. And then more Infernal Sigils, more common ability power-ups. Yeah, and then we'll pick up that Artesian tomorrow. Yeah, the art... Alright, let's go. So where are we at? We're at night 10 already. Okay. Well, for not having any talent trees or anything like that, I think we're doing relatively fine. I guess that's why we do enjoy starting at Mastery level 5 at the beginning. It's just a nice, reasonable level of difficulty to start. Make sure that we can unlock a few things and make our future runs a bit easier. Let's also go ahead and throw those. Yeah, I really would love to be able to get a little bit of extra range on this, on our basic attacks. Definitely feeling a little bit, I don't know, feeling a little bit lackluster, yeah, to say the least. Alright, but I think we're still doing okay, that's the main thing. I don't know if there's really too much for us to really be worried about. Yeah, there we are. So that's at the official end of spawning for them. So I think we're going to be fairly safe. Let's just quickly deal with these guys. Yep, okay, and there we have it. There's the last one. Alright, where are we at? We're at 5 talent points. Skelebobs will appear. Frequency of spawning 1, 2, 3, and then 4 and 5 for Artesian. Yep, Alchemy talents, 20% power ability, so we could really start multiplying soon. Especially over here, we have Alchemy, that's 1, 2, that's a 40% buff. There's another one here, that's a 60% buff. Yeah, it's just going to be about foraging as many things as possible so we can really ramp that up as fast as we can. In fact, I do wonder what happens if we use up all of our, what do we call them, things earlier. Yeah. Let's try out number 4. Looks like that does a pretty decent amount of damage all the way around, which is good. Let's go ahead and fire off that. Let's go ahead and keep them at bay. Yeah, still not seeing the sigils as to how we fire those off, but it looks like we're doing okay. That return damage is also pretty good with those Skelebobs, being able to deal with them at range. Let's also go ahead and fire those. Yeah, alright, let's try number 3 again. I can't remember exactly what all of our abilities do since they are a little bit, well, they're a little sporadic in their creations, so, you know, it is what it is. And there we have it. Okay. So, that should be all of that. Enemies have 25% more health. Let's go for 5 seconds longer. What do we do? Let's go for attack speed, foraging, XP. Let's also go ahead and... oh, abilities gain 20% damage to enemies. What does this do? Ability power. Huh. Okay, so what's ability power then? Is that just the overall... Okay, so here it is. So fire 2, which is 1 multiplied by ability power. That deals 4 damage. Okay, so... Where on earth is... Okay, so that's ability power. That's 200%. Oh, and then either... I guess this is just a straight up bonus damage to enemies. Okay, I wouldn't mind that being an extra little statistic so we could see what's going on. But for now, I guess that's good enough. Let's go ahead and try and maybe create a few more potions. I think that seems reasonable. Do we have a maximum that we can hold? We should double check that. Yeah, so this Rending Sage's Lance of Focus, we can only have 10. And then... it looks like that's the only one with a maximum number for now. So let's go ahead and try this out. Let's create... Oh, we can even double check the ingredients in case we want to make more. How nice. Okay, so let's go ahead and use... What is this? Blood Thistle, Mage Leaf. Yeah, that should be fun. So Blood Thistle and Mage Leaf. Oh, we don't have any of those. Ooh. Okay, let's cancel that for a second. Maybe... Blaze Nova 2 Cinder Root. I don't think we have enough of that. No, that creates an Energy Bolt. Oopsie daisies. I did not mean to click exit. Alright, well, we've done that now. Alright, let's go ahead and collect this. And then... I don't know, I suppose we try and forage some more... what do we call it? Ingredients? We don't have much of a choice. Yeah, alright. Well, you know what? We may as well go ahead. We found some over there. Let's go for the extra damage, I suppose. I don't think that there's anything better. No, we'd have to go much further with the others. Alright, well, a little bit of extra HP never goes astray. We'll just have to see how that all works. Alright, oh, and let's just double check. That was Blood Thistle and Mage Root. Just double checking that I had the right ingredients, because I'm fairly sure we're going to use that this time round, and we may not want to waste everything that we've got. Alright, let's go ahead and fire off a few abilities. There we are, we can clear them out. What to do? Oop. Fire off a few of them there. Yeah, I think we're doing okay. Let's go ahead and deal with all of these guys as they get closer. That should be fine. Let's quickly clear them out. Yeah, that should be fairly decent. Alright, looks like we're controlling the battlefield fairly well. Yeah, nothing too ridiculous. Let's go ahead and... what is it? Let's try number 4. What was that one? Oh, that's right. That was the Nova Potion. Makes everything a lot slower around us. Yeah, I don't think that's too necessary, although we will remember that in case we get into trouble. Alright, 6 talent points. Let's go and see what we can do. Let's go for extra talent. Let's go... oh, extra XP. And then... got one of most things. Do we just go ahead and craft something? I guess we may as well. We do get that nice little bonus if we do, so let's go ahead and make better use of this one this time. So, Mage Leaf and what's it, Blood Thistle? Vampiric Bolt. Oh, hang on a second. Fire a bolt that deals 13 damage and restores 5 if it kills an enemy. Huh. Okay. Frost Bolt. No, we're not going for that. Flame Bolt. That wasn't the one either. Let's see. Where is this? Fires 3, 6 into the ground. I think... yeah, Sage's Lance. So I guess which one we put in first position makes a bit of a difference. And then... now we can't do any more of the others. Let's see what we can add. Rushing deals 5 damage and 6 to the ground. What if we do another one? Conservation. This ability has a 50% additional uses. Huh. 3. Deals 5. It's an interesting creation thing here. Yeah, we still got to figure out exactly how to do all of the things. So I guess what we put in the last position kind of changes what we can do there. What would happen if we do rushing wave? Yeah, here we go. So that would be frostbite for 4 seconds. Applies random status effect. Then if we chucked something else on, that would be extra potent for additional damage. Wow. Yeah, alright, you know what, that seems rather good. I know it's not what we were after, but we may as well make it, because that's pretty cool. Alright, and I don't think we can really do anything else, so that's all of our talent points. Let's go. Let's see where it takes us. Yeah, definitely very different with the amount of RNG with what we are finding for our abilities, but yeah, I think this could be an interesting class for us to play with for a while. Let's go ahead and quickly deal with them. I think we may have got hit accidentally. Probably not the best, but it is what it is. Let's go ahead and fire off a few things. Let's go ahead and let's use that Nova. Yeah, definitely a bit more difficult as we don't have set skills that we specifically use in certain circumstances. I guess this might change as we collect new things, but over time we will have to see what that does exactly. Let's go ahead and clear them. Yeah, alright, let's see. Let's go ahead and quickly hit them with the returning wave. And then let's slow everybody down. It looks like we applied something to one of those spiders. I'm not entirely sure what that was, but it looks like it was working. As for these guys, what do we do here? Just keep on swinging basic attacks? I guess so. Alright then, Night 13 down 6 more talent points, Nights are 5 seconds longer, and waves have additional enemies. Let's go ahead and see what we can find. Revitalize extra ability power. Yeah, look, that's probably not a bad plan. What to do? Let's go ahead and collect these. We still need more things, we need more XP, and we need more power, and then from there, where else could we travel? Maybe we increase our damage? I guess that's probably the next best thing. Maybe go up for some foraging over here. Either that, or maybe we could go for some basic attack speed. Cooldowns aren't a huge thing. You know, let's just go ahead and collect this. Maybe we can find something over here. We don't really have much of a choice. Alright, so we should be good. Let's see. Definitely liking the flasks. Not that they're the best that we've got, but they seem pretty handy. That extra damage just throwing out into a random lane is very nice to have. Definitely. Let's quickly deal with them. Oh. Alright, number 3 is our big damage dealer. We just got to remember that. Let's go ahead and fire those. Let's do damage to everybody nearby. Ooh, we've got a rather large Skelebob there. Looks like he can shake off whatever we threw his way whenever we, whenever he regens. Oh, let's go ahead and hurt them a bit. Ooh. You know what, I'm actually rather concerned. I don't know if we're going to make it through this one. Yeah, this is going to be very odd. Let's go ahead and quickly fire some shots over there. I do not know if we're going to have enough damage for everybody. Yeah, it's just a very dangerous situation given that if we're going to try and use our basic attacks to supplement our Alchemist's damage, we really need to be able to yeah, deal with the enemies that are really, really close, which does make it slightly dangerous. Alright, but it looks like we survived. That's the main thing. 8 talent points is very good. Let's go ahead and start exploring. Ability cooldown, foraging. Let's go ahead and collect a few more. Infernal signs. Let's go ahead and let's cash in for some new potions. Now, what was it? Energy Bolt and Mage Leaf? No, Sage's Lance. We wanted the Abyssal Wave. So what is this? 2 of them? No. Scarlet Lance. Expanding Scarlet Lance. No. None of these are... Glacial. Nope. Flaming. Nope. We wanted a wave, so maybe we start with something else. Yeah, Crimson. Okay, so we've got a wave. So the first thing we need here is Bubble Bloom. And then Mage Leaf. Yeah, there we go. That's the one that we want. And then we need to buff that up a little bit. So Rending would deal with Impaling. Yeah, okay. So we want Bubble, Mage, Blood, and then dealing 21 more damage. Ooh, wow, that's a nice combination. But again, do we really need... Cooldown could be pretty good. Yeah, let's go ahead and pick that up for now. We'll craft this, and then... What was it? Bubble, Mage... Oh, we're out of Mage Leaf. Ah, that's a pity. Okay, so... Let's go with maybe 2 of these, so we have a Flaming Lance. Just an extra option of dealing damage. Yeah, let's just make this for now. Although, you know what? Maybe we add in the... Yeah, let's add in the Impaling. That way we get the extra experience. Let's craft that. And that way we have 4 skills available. And then from there, let's forage some more. And then let's boost our attack speed as well. Yeah, that's probably not too bad. Alright, let's see if we can make it through another night. Alright, so doing damage far away, that's all nice and good, but again, we still have to deal with everybody as they get close. You know what, we might want to quickly go ahead and see how far we throw some of these things. Alright, dealing pretty good damage there. What was number 4 again? Okay, so we throw some kind of torch that deals a good amount of damage. Let's go ahead and throw a wave thingy over there. Let's get rid of these guys. Yeah, okay, we're definitely dealing with a little bit of trouble. Yeah, let's quickly get rid of those flies. Yeah, we definitely need to come up with something. Yeah, I really dislike the amount of range that we have for our Alchemist. It does not feel very secure at all. Yeah, alright, well, you know what, I guess it's understandable. It is our first attempt, and we still have plenty of skills to learn. So, it's not that ridiculous. We're at least up to a brilliant combo, which is rather good. It is technically the end of the night, so we should get a little bit of... we should be getting a little bit of extra XP, which is good. We did manage to level up at the very end there. 11 talent points is really good. Queens will appear, additional enemies. Alright, so where are we going? We need to cash in. In fact, we need to make some more of the same ones that we've got if we're going to stand a chance. We do have enough to make at least 1 or 2. But again, let's just try and see what we can find. What do we get? Crafting. Okay, let's go ahead and... Expanding Flaming Lance. I think that one works pretty well. Yeah, so that is Blood Thistle, Cinder Root, and Mage Leaf. Blood Thistle, Cinder Root, and that gives us this. So that's 6 damage, and then explodes. Is there anything we can add to that? Add some extra potency, deals an additional 50% damage. You know what, that seems good enough. Yep, let's go ahead and craft that. And then we'll replace Rending Astral Wave. Ooh, cancel that. Oh, so it changes the one in the first position. Okay, let's go ahead and swap those two. Expanding Flame Lance with Expanding Flame Lance of Potency. Yes. Okay. So, not the end of the world. We can at least choose where it replaces. But we'll put that back to its spot that it was before, just so I don't get confused. And then... I don't know, we need to go ahead and... find some more things. So let's find... Let's make our way up over here and see if we can find some more forageable material. Experience up, more foraging. Let's go. More foraging. Let's buy maybe... do we roll the dice? Or go for XP? You know, let's just go ahead and... let's increase the basic attack speed. Yeah, and get that extra XP. At the moment, we're still having to rely on that basic attack just a little bit, so I think it would be best if we could try and make sure that that is as... you know, if we really have to go to the very end, we should try and at least have something that will stand the danger. Alright, let's go ahead and throw that over there. That should be good. I don't know what we're doing here. Ooh, that queen almost got us. Alright, so that's good. We did get an achievement, but I have absolutely no idea as to what that was for because I cannot look at anything else right now. Let's quickly deal with all of them. Come on, we just got to get rid of that jolly skeleton there. Let's try throwing something at that queen. Yeah, not 100% sure what we're going to do. Let's throw something over there. But let's just hurl all of the flasks we can find because we don't have much of a choice. Let's go ahead and deal with them. Alright, we're definitely crafting some decent potions and things that is doing a good amount of damage, but at the same time too, I have, yeah, very little faith as we're still trying to find a whole heap of things that'll work for us. Let's quickly deal with them. Let's quickly throw something over there just because we are getting desperate. Alright, and I think we can just make our way to the end with our basic attacks. If for some reason something gets particularly dangerous, we can always use an ability in the 11th hour. Alright, 13 talent points. Nights 5 seconds longer. 13 points is good. Okie dokie. So, again, well, we've got a pretty decent amount of potion bits and pieces. Let's go ahead and make our way across over here. See if we can find anything good on the map. What do we have here? The Rending Astral Wave of Focus is pretty good. Mage Leaf, Blood Thistle, Mage Leaf. Okay. Blood Thistle and Mage Leaf. That would be good. Although, do we need Mage Leaf for anything else? No, not particularly. So I think that's worth it. Hang on a second. Mage Leaf, Blood Thistle. Oh, we forgot the Bubble Bloom. Whoopsie daisy, so Bubble Bloom, Mage, Blood and Mage. Okay, so Rending Astral Wave of Focus. Rending Astral Wave of Focus. Okay, cool. We shall create you, and then what's this? Potency. Yeah, this one's a really good one. Bubble, 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 and Cinder. Yes, Rushing Tidal Wave of Potency. That's really nice. 23 damage, pushing them back and applying Frostbite. That is a really good combination for us. Alright, let's go ahead and pick this up. Let's go ahead and get that extra Gummy Bear, that extra power up. We still have 3 more points. Let's go 1, 2, 3. We could scrounge up some more. I don't know, you know what? We can just forage here for now. Yeah, more XP and more foraging. That seems decent enough. Yeah. Alright, well, let's go ahead and dive on into night 17. Alright. Well, we're still alive, so that's a good sign. We'll see how long that lasts for. Let's quickly throw something in that direction. Let's see, let's throw something over here. Ooh, elite spiders, we do not like those. Let's just throw something down there. Maybe a wave. Yeah, alright. Oh, we're still kicking. Good, good, good. Let's quickly deal with all of them. Don't know how we'll do, but it looks like we're doing okay. Through absolutely no fault of our own. Let's go ahead and keep on spamming all of our abilities, because again, we have very little choice right now if we're going to keep alive. Come on. Surely we can do this. Let's keep on making your way through. Alright, so far so good. Yeah, I really wish we could feel the effects of having those sigils out. I don't feel like they really do a whole heap for us. Now, that could just be that I'm not seeing what they're doing, but again, it's not like we've played with them before. But again, even though I would have thought that we would have had the feeling of a slightly stronger effect if it was, I don't know, doing something more than nothing. I don't know. Either way, let's go ahead and just focus on these last couple of enemies. We're at least getting a good amount of XP gain, which is ideal. 11 talent points is pretty good. Less knockback isn't as good for us, but, it is what it is. And more elites. Alright, let's see. Craft a potion against 5 additional charges. I think we've already got the abundance at least twice. We have it once over here. And then... oh, actually, you know what? Maybe it could maximize our... actually, it doesn't seem to have too much of... okay, never mind. We'll pick that up. Yeah, we'll make our way up and over to that. That'll be good. Let's go ahead and... a bonus damage to enemies seems ideal. Let's go ahead and craft... maybe another potion. Yeah, make up for some of these. Get some extra uses. And then we'll also get that extra ability power, I believe. Yeah, there we go. Up to 440. So what is this one? Blood, Cinder, Mage, Cinder. Oh, we're not going to have enough. Botheration. I should have double checked that. Oh, wait, no. Yeah, we need 2 Cinder roots. Ah, that's a shame. Alright, well, you know what? We at least got what we need. Some passive bonus. We need to find some things for our collection. Let's go ahead and pick that up. Pick that up. Maybe, let's see. We need 2 Cinder roots. We've got 3. Okay, so we can go ahead and collect again. Let's pick this one up since we know where it is. And at least we're still bumping up our ability power along the way. So what's that? Blood, Cinder, Mage, Cinder. Blood, Cinder, Mage, and Cinder. Alright, excellent. Let's craft a few more of those. So from 5 to 30, that is excellent. And then I guess we hold out for a little bit more. Let's go for some more XP, and then... again, is there anything else we can collect? Maybe cooldown for our abilities? Yeah, that way we can at least forage for some more things. Yeah, alright then. Well, night 18, here we come. Alright. Elite Queen's off at the beginning. Not exactly something we want to see, but it is what it is. Let's go ahead and fire off a few things. Yep, dealt with them pretty good. Let's go ahead and send one of those waves up over there. They're pretty good at dealing with the Skelebobs. Oh, we already... oh no, we didn't get tagged. No, we did get tagged. Okay, I feel like we've got a little bit of leeway. Yeah, I feel like the first time we get tagged, it's not entirely counting against us, which is nice. But at the same time too, I'm not sure if it's if that's going to be good enough. Oh dear, come on, quickly, let's go ahead and fire off an ability here and there. Gotta keep them all back. Still have another 25% of the night to get through. We've got a whole bunch of flyers coming in, and we've outflanked on the other side as well. Come on, let's see what we can get rid of. Still got to protect that north and south side. Yeah, definitely going to need to craft a few more potions by the end of tonight. Let's quickly deal with you, deal with them. Let's throw something out over there, and then I think... Oh, we made it. Okay, well, we're burning through our options very fast, though. 10% more movement speed, reinforcements, all of that. Let's collect the new bits and bobs. Ooh, replenish. Whenever you use a potion ability, you have a 20% chance to gain a charge of another random ability we have. And communication skills. When you detonate a rune, you gain 5% ability power until the end of the night. Huh. Well, I know which one I'd prefer. That'll be the replenish. So let's go... Sip down over there. Let's pick up some of those as well. And you know what? We are not going to be able to get here today, so let's pick up the extra forageable components. I think we'll go ahead and... Yeah, we'll go ahead and create some things. Let's go with the... Bubble Mage, Blood Mage? Yeah. Bubble Mage, Blood Mage. Yep, that should be good. That'll give us another... couple of charges from 5 to 32. That's good. We also need... What's this one? We need Bubble Cinder. We don't have enough for that. And then what's this? Blood Cinder Blood. Alright, well I guess we'll have to do with what we've got. Yeah, and then, yeah, if we can find... What's this? More bubble. Oh, what a bubble. We might... Yeah, okay, if we can find one more bubble, we'll be fine. But again, we've got to find a recipe right about now. Forage. That's what we need. Got a very wide open map, but yet we're not able to really find what we're after now, are we? Such a hassle. Yeah, so many ingredients so far away. That's a pity. Alright, well I guess we're cooked. Let's just go ahead then and... let's just get closer towards the skill up over here for replenish. So let's go for ability power. Let's roll the dice in... Oh, we got XP. Okay, so we need 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5. Okay. 5 talent points to get us through the night. Or at least that's how many we need to gain. Alright, now we'll try and be sparing on number 2 if we can. Whether it will or will not, I cannot say whether it'll be any good. But we'll do what we can. I like the skills that we currently have, so if we can try and make that work, all the better. Let's go ahead and fire that off again. Yeah, let's see what we can do. Come on now. That should be fine. Alright, come on. Clear out some of the enemies with some of those basics. Again, we need to really keep our damage working for us. Yep, okay. That seemed to do a pretty good job of things. Let's see, what else can we do? No, let's send a wave up over there. Let's send this over here. Throw something over there. Looks like we're doing a pretty good job of dealing with all of our enemies. We'll deal with you, we'll deal with you. Yeah, and it looks like we're doing okay. Yeah, our ability cooldown isn't too terrible. We've got a pretty good showing, it seems. Definitely able to do enough damage where we can make our way through a few of the hordes. Yeah, Yeah, it's by no means a walk in the park, but it does look like we're doing okay. Alright, now we just have this one gigantic pumpkin to deal with, and we are done. At least we're up to 394% for our XP gain, which is very good. We're at Masterful, which is nice, and yeah, we're doing pretty good as far as our ability damage is concerned. But either way, 12 talent points, enemies get more health and less knockback. Let's go ahead and collect. That is fine. We'll pick up some more XP. Let's pick up some more health. More forageables. Another... Gummy bears aren't bad, but I think what we'll do is we'll pick up the crafting. Let's go 1, 2, and 3, and I think that should be enough. Yeah, okay, so what is this one here? We needed 3 bubbles and a cinder. Alright, fantastic. That is good. Let's go ahead and craft that. And then what's this one over here? Blood, cinder, mage, and cinder. We're not going to have enough. Okay, well, we'll just have to hold out and see what we can do. If we can get enough of a supply, we should be safe. But again, it's just a matter of picking up the ingredients necessary. Alright, oh, wait a second, refine. I don't remember seeing this before. Whenever you use an ability, gain 2% bonus experience until the end of the night, up to a maximum of 20%. Hey, okay, well, you know what? We will definitely try and make the most out of that. Yeah, oh, and we're at night 20. Oh my goodness, okay, we have no choice. We're not holding on to anything at this point. We're just going to see what we can do. All of the abilities, we will throw them in every direction we can. All stock must go. This is a closing down sale, and everything is free. In fact, you can take what you want, and we will, well, throw everything at you, more or less. Alright, let's go ahead and deal with these guys. Looks like we've got a couple of really strong abilities that are worth using a bit more. Let's go ahead and see if we can clear them. So far, so good. Let's quickly see about that. Oh, I guess the double ability will be good enough. Yeah, there's certain abilities here that we can just continually spam. We have enough to get us through the night, so it's not like we need to make more. So it's just a matter of dealing all the damage we can. That should be fine. Let's clear out all of them. Come on now. Let's deal with some of these smaller enemies if we can. That would be ideal. If we can kill them without using too many, it would always be a nice way of handling things. Yeah, no guarantees though, so let's just keep focusing. Let's go ahead and throw some of those. Oop, let's deal with them. Yeah, some of our abilities are definitely getting a little bit weaker. Definitely using all 4 abilities does make them more potent. So at least we've learnt that for future runs. But we will still see what we can do. Alright, quickly throw things out over there. Yeah. Alright, well, I think we're doing pretty good. And there we have it. Our very first attempt, and we've made it through to the very end. That's rather nice. Alright, so we have all sorts of things to level up. So, use it or lose it, get bonuses when using abilities, uncover more runes and power them up, or power up your lance abilities. Honestly, I quite like the lance abilities, so we'll go ahead and pick that up. We will also go ahead and, Nova, collect loot. Throwing weapons, you know what? Throwing weapons were very nice for us early on there. We've now got the core talent for collect Bubble Bloom and Cinder Root, as well as collect Blood Thistle and Mage Leaf. Okay, that's not bad. And then, what else have we got? Get bonuses when applying status effects. Mind level up faster. Absolutely. And then collect more loot. You know what, that actually seems very, very useful. Finding the resources is quite a pain sometimes, I think. So we'll definitely be prepared for that. Alright, so there we go. We've collected all of this. Revitalize seemed to be a pretty good call. We'll also see about... Oh, actually, you know what? These sigils did a pretty decent job. Huh. I didn't really see them doing too much, but I guess they were doing something in the background. Maybe we're just too busy to see. And then as for the enemies, yeah, we did get hit a couple of times, but nothing too serious. We made it through to the end. So, there we have it, our first run with the Alchemist. So, if you do want to see more and see how he levels up, be sure to hit that subscribe button. It is the best way to catch all future content, and I'll see you next time. So until then, thank you for tuning in to the Leviathan Cove. This is the Leviathan, signing out.